play the piccolo. So you've gotten a piccolo. Yay, congratulations. Number 1, buy earplugs. These are from Etymologic Research. I get them on Amazon. Link is in the notes. They're recommended by ear, nose, and throat doctors everywhere, including Ozzy Osbourne's here in Nashville. And if he says they're good enough for me. I've been wearing them since high school. They're amazing. They take the distortion out of the sound so you can really hear yourself. So let's talk about how to play the piccolo. First, put it together. Duh. Do not grab it by here. Here and here, don't mash on the keys. They'll bend, okay? It's not good. So more than likely, mine is tuned to A442, so actually this is pushed in a little bit. A little bit of my cork has to be showing for this to be in tune. This is a Homig Cocos Wood 650/2, I think. So it's Cocos Wood with solid silver keys. It's my baby. It's got an amazing low register. I love it. But anyway, you've got a couple different styles of head joints. I'll be quick about this. You have all kinds of different styles of piccolos, and it doesn't matter. You have ones with lip plates. You have ones with looks like this. Mine has a wave. You can see that? A wave head joint. It funnels the air, makes it easier to play. So, easiest thing I can tell you when it comes to piccolo. It sounds an octave higher than the flute, so you're going to think about it sounding higher. Don't expect to play it any differently. I set up for flute the same way I set up for piccolo. I said that backwards. I set up for piccolo the same way I set up for flute. So, what I always do, I find the back edge of this lip plate. That hole right there goes right here underneath my lip. So wherever you put your flute, put your piccolo in the exact same spot. You should have a tactile sensation of where you're going to put it. And then I let my lip go over. So you just want to blow and keep all your air exactly the same. The best piece of advice I ever got for playing piccolo: make the most beautiful flute sound you can on that piccolo. Try to make it sound like a beautiful wooden flute. That way you're not thinking, oh, it's a piccolo, it's small, it's tiny, I'm going to have to work really hard on those high notes. No. No, you don't. No, you don't. So, first step, put it together. Second step, find that same spot you would use on a flute. Nothing is different, okay? Third step, put in your earplugs. You can play long tones, you can play whatever. We're not going to go over exercise today. This is just a basic tutorial. If you can play the flute, you can play the piccolo. But I want you to notice what my lips do. You notice this stays the same. It doesn't move at all. What moves? Here. You look from the side. My aperture is getting smaller. If you'll notice, my jaw did not move. I'm not going, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm going, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. So my lips are coming forward. The aperture is getting smaller. It's the exact same thing on the flute. Are we getting does this sound familiar? Sounds exactly like seeing repetition here. It's the same thing. So when you go high, pretend like you're blowing out birthday candles. If you've watched any of my other videos about how to get out high notes, it's the exact same thing on piccolo. I find that I can get away with using a little more muscle on flute, but on piccolo, if you try to muscle here, you are going to get so tired. You can't do it. So don't try to muscle your way through piccolo. Use your air. Let your air do the work for you, okay? So I would start out with some octaves. Getting used to letting that air puff your cheeks out like a sail. That lets the air, that increases the speed, and you're already going to have a small hold. Like I said, don't think that it's got to be this way. Just go for the sound. Listen for the sound that you want to play. That's a little ridiculous, right? Who cares? Doesn't matter. I'm listening for the sound. Who cares what I look like? People don't come to concerts in the orchestra to see the piccolo player. They want to hear the piccolo, right? That should all feel the same. So then when you get to that high register, you're going to want to aim your air downwards towards your elbow. That doesn't mean look down towards your elbow. You see how I went this way? I did that. You cover your top lip. Yeah, we make lots of funny faces in the flute world. Okay, so you're going to go, that brings that top lip down. That's what makes your aperture smaller. You bring it out, you aim it down, makes it smaller. Pushing out gives you all the speed you need to make that piccolo do the work. So this is just your basic tutorial, a couple of first steps. If you find yourself cracking, I see a lot of kids, they crack notes, they get a little confused on what octave they're in. So the best thing that you can start with that is just play a note, whatever your favorite note is, and noodle around. Go up and down and just pay attention to the sound. That's the thing, they just expect it to be the same as the flute. It's not exactly, but you have to have time to find out exactly what that feels like and get used to it, okay? So I'm just gonna go start on an A. I'm gonna get the most beautiful flute sound I can, and when I like it, I'm gonna go up. And I'm gonna hold that sound as I go up. Etc. And you just kind of noodle your way around until you can hear it, because a lot of playing piccolo has to do with just hearing the notes. So yeah, that's your basic starter tutorial. Favorite piece of advice, make it sound like a wooden flute. Also, get the most beautiful flute sound you can on it, and don't treat this any differently to start. You hear, put it up higher on your lip. Don't do that. Just aim for the most beautiful flute sound you can. If you can get a good sound on a flute, put it in the same place, get a good sound on a piccolo. Okay? All right, hit me up with any questions.